Hi guys, welcome to the video. I hope everyone is all good. I am on the road travelling to Ultraflex to train with AJ. Don't worry, I'm being safe. I've not got my hands on the camera. So obviously been a little while since I've done one of these. Hopefully this camera doesn't fall. Generally just not really had enough time with one-to-one clients and with my online coaching, just trying to prioritize my clients and my progress first before making these videos. But I do really want to try and make sure that I keep pumping out at least one a week of the weekly updates, and then I would like to start doing some sort of vlog style, just like daily ones every now and again when I get a chance, just to sort of go through how I'm living day to day and how prep is going. So yeah, prep started on Monday the 24th, so Monday just gone. So far no real change, like it's not like it's a huge difference. I've gone from about 207 pounds to about 207 pounds, so there's not been a huge drop in scale weight. So basically we just know that we need to create more of a deficit, so calories have been dropped a little bit further than the first week after the check-in. I had a check-in yesterday with AJ, so I'll run through sort of the basics and what we're doing in order to accommodate the fat loss. So first of all, I'll go through food. So we've dropped 490 calories a day on training days and non-training days, through 100 gram of carbs and 10 gram of fats, and then that, like I say, didn't accommodate enough fat loss for the first sort of week, so we know that we need to create more of a deficit. So what we've done now is we've taken another 50 gram of carb and another 10 gram of fat, so that's what, 250, 340, yeah, another 340 calories dropped. So I'm still on a decent amount. I'm still on over 4,000 calories on a training day and over 3,000 calories on a non-training day, so I can't complain in terms of food and hunger and appetite. I'm still in a good spot, but generally, you know, even if I do end up on 3,000 calories on my training day and don't go any lower, it's still going to be hard. I'm still going to be hungry, because I'm, you know, regardless of how much you're eating, if you're still really, really lean, you know, my 3,000 calories might be like someone else's 1,500 calories, and you know, I'm going to be hungry regardless. But it's nice that I've got a lot of room, a lot of calories and a lot of room to play with. So that's food. In terms of steps, my steps before prep started were basically like wherever they fall naturally, and obviously with my job being a PT, they'd probably fall around 10k a day without having to look for any extra steps and worry about going and getting steps in. So they've gone from wherever they fall naturally to a strict minimum 10k on a training day and minimum 12.5 on a non-training day. But when I say minimum, I'm trying to get as close to those as I can. I don't want to be going way over, because more isn't better, especially at this stage. There's no benefit to me going and doing 20,000 steps one day and then just hitting the target the next day. It's all about consistency with the data. I need to make sure that I'm not just getting data for the sake of it, but I'm being consistent with that data, so that then we can manipulate things as we need to. So yeah, that's steps. The non-training day steps at 12,500 are a little bit harder to hit than I originally thought. I'm just having to be a bit more strict with it and a bit more mindful of it. So like, let's say on a non-training day, if I've only got 4 clients that day and I know I'm not going to do loads of steps at work, then I will go on a morning walk or an evening walk, or I'll do a walk after my cardio on the treadmill, just to get some steps in to meet the goal by the end of the day. Okay, so cardio wise, before prep started, it was 1 session a week of 35 minutes, 140 to 160 beats per minute. So I was doing that on the cross trainer, and I still am doing it on the cross trainer. Reason being, I find the cross trainer quite nice on like my joints. I don't find that it takes away from my training performance the next day. It doesn't affect my recovery. If anything, I think it benefits it. Whereas if I was to do like the treadmill or the bike or the Stairmaster, it can take away from my recovery. For now, the cross trainer is fine because I can hit my 140 to 160 beats per minute, okay? But as I get fitter and my heart rate, my resting heart rate becomes lower and lower, it'll become harder to hit 140 to 160 on the cross trainer, so I may have to look at doing probably the Stairmaster in the future. But that's gone from 1 session a week to 2 sessions a week. So I do it on my non-training days. Some weeks I'll have 3 non-training days in a week because of how my split is. but we're doing it as a maximum, maximum 2 sessions, no more than 2 sessions of cardio a week, and trying to keep sort of one of the sessions away from the 4 legs, trying to keep it away from that. So obviously with how my split is, I have push, pull, rest, legs, rest. So ideally we'll hit the cardio the session after legs. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in terms of like creating the deficit and energy balance. I've not really got any other sort of variables there. Posing wise, at the minute I'm doing it once per week. I need to increase that. I'm literally just doing it once when I do my check-in photos for AJ, which is on a Friday. So I will probably look to increase that week by week, just to, you know, 1 extra session here and there, or an extra round while I'm doing it. So at the minute I do 1 round 1 time a week, and I definitely need to do more, and just keep practicing and putting the practice that I've got from like the posing seminars into work and getting more comfortable with that. In terms of how like training's going, it's been pretty good. I had a deload at last weekend? Yeah, last weekend. So me and Shannon went to the Peak District for 3 nights. We just had a little cottage. I'll probably relay some photos or some footage of the cottage, and it was really, really nice actually. I definitely recommend someone going, you know, if you've never been to the Peak District, or if you want like just a quiet weekend away, I'd definitely recommend something like this, like a little cottage. We'd like to go in the summer at some point, not this summer but in the future, to make more use of the walks that you can do around there, but because the weather was awful we didn't really get to. And to be fair, the reason that we went away was so that I came back into prep refreshed and feeling ready to go, versus feeling knackered. You know, if you usually go on a city break and you're doing 20 to 30,000 steps a day, walking around the city, then you feel battered when you come back. So we wanted to make sure that I felt fresh and recovered when I got back, which I did. I had like a hot bath every night with bath salts. We focused on, you know, not overdoing it with the steps. I was trying to keep them as low as possible and just chilling out, which was really nice actually. Training since I got back has been good. First pull session was a bit shit, but it always is after the deload. Legs was really good, but I've absolutely battered my legs to the point where I don't think I've ever had DOMs this bad in my legs. Like, you know, when you first train legs, that feeling, like they feel like that, but worse. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know even why it's occurred so badly. All I can think is, and it makes sense, I've not trained legs for 8 days because of how my split works, and because me and AJ have now worked it out so that we've put our splits to line up together so we can train together. It basically meant that I had 8 days off legs, which, you know, is a long time when you're used to training them pretty much like every 4 to 5 days. Then, you know, your recovery, when, you know, your body gets to the point where it adapts to what it knows. So like for me, when I was training every 4 to 5 days, my body, you know, would literally, legs would be recovered, bang on, ready to go again that day. And then, you know, you have 8 days off and you train them, and to be fair, I shouldn't have gone all out. Like, I should have left reps in reserve really. I did on a couple of moves, but it was there, I had a good session, it felt good, so I went for it. And to be fair, I probably shouldn't have done, because I don't know whether my legs will be recovered to train on Monday. So I've got pull today, rest tomorrow, Sunday, and then legs on Monday. But sort of how they feel now, it'd be sort of very, it sort of seems unlikely that I'll be fresh and ready to go for then, but we'll see. Other things, general sort of life, all is good. Like I say, busy with work. Don't really want to get much busier, especially with one-to-one. I don't want it to take up, you know, all of my time. I need to be quite selfish with making sure that I have enough time to get all of my session in, and make sure that I get enough time to get my steps done, get my cardio done on non-training days, even to the point where I make sure that I'm eating at the right times each day. So at the minute I have a really nice balance. I'll work, you know, 3 to 4 hours in the morning. I'll do some online work before that. Usually I'll do some online work in the middle of the day around my training session, or if it's a rest day I get more time to do online work, and then I'll do again around sort of generally 2 to 3 hours in the evening. So between like 5 and 8 clients dependent on the day really, and then say the rest of my time is dedicated to my online clients and to my own progress. So it's quite a nice balance, and I'm trying to keep it that way all the way through prep. Really, it keeps me active. I wouldn't want to get to the point where I'm too busy, but then I also wouldn't want to get to the point where I'm not busy at all, and that would just make me feel like too lazy, and I'd end up worrying about how hungry I am all the time and thinking about that versus just being sort of busy enough with work to not have to worry about it. But yeah, anyway, I'm on my way to Ultraflex to train pull with AJ. So I trained with AJ, it was December, early December, last time we did pull, and I've got some numbers to beat. I don't know whether we'll be hitting the exact same session. I know we're doing deadlifts, but I'm going to see how I get on. I may not be able to do them with how my legs are, to be fair. I'll obviously do an alternative if that's the case. But I do have some numbers to beat, so that'll be good. I will film it and I'll pop it on the screen after I've finished sort of chatting and rambling on. And then I'll probably do like a little roundup at the end as well. I'll put my physique photos on as well. I'll show sort of like where I was at the prep start point, I guess, and then also the week after that, because it's sort of 2 weeks of photos that I've missed. I think maybe even 3. But anyway, yeah, I'll shut up now and I will let you enjoy the session. Up and big. Let's go. Keep chest up. Close to the pad. Yes. Come on then, all the way. Yes. Take it. Slow. Push it.
One more. Use your back. Stay strict. Elbows. Good, lovely. Yeah.
Easy, mate. Come on, again. Stay on it. Yes, yes, yes. Go again. Just drag it up. Come on. Stay on it. Drag it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. All the way. Yes, good. Come on then. Get another. All the way, all the way. Come on, stay with it. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Bit better than the two. Yeah. Is it? Have a shit. Right then guys, so I've just come to editing the video and I realised that obviously I haven't gone through like my check-in photos, so I'm going to put them on the screen now. Session with AJ was really good, by the way. We also did a reverse pec deck, but I forgot to film that. But yeah, photos, these are from the start of prep, so this is the sort of last check-in of the gaining phase. So these will be the photos that I have to compare against when it comes to the end of it, so that'll be pretty cool. This is 207 pounds, or 207 pounds-ish. Pretty happy with where I'm at. After the first week of the diet, I am still pretty much like 206, 207. Like I spoke about earlier, you know, reasonings are, I'm guessing for me, it's generally that the food volume hasn't changed that much. Like I'm still having my basic meals, the same sort of structured meals. It's just with taking away little extras like sultanas and honey and things that aren't high volume. I'm still having a decent meal late, you know, not late, but as my last meal, it's a decent sized meal, which is relatively filling. You know, it's quite a lot of food pre-bed, which then obviously leads to high weigh-ins in the morning still. But generally, I'm not afraid about the first week not seeing a drop. It's as simple as just creating more of a deficit. That's all I need to do. I did a post on it last night on Instagram. If you don't follow me, go and have a look and follow me, please. But yeah, I did a post on that. It's simple as just creating more of a deficit, and that's all I need to do. So, like I say, calories have been dropped a bit further. See how the weight this week goes, and then we'll make more of a deficit if we need to. But I think that's everything. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will get back to sort of doing a more regular, like I say, I'll try and release one a week of a weekly update of how prep is going, and I will get vlogs out as and when I can. I'd like to get sort of another one or so a week would be awesome. Again, like I say, it's just prioritising my time towards it. So if you can like the video, that'd be great. If you could subscribe if you haven't already, that'd also be awesome. I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you on the next video.